are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Big Brewfessionals.
Get out your book sack, buddy.
Ha.
You back. You
Yeah.
back.
You back. You back.
All the
Let's
things
dig
to
to
your
your
hood. Welcome to the Brew Spot. I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved dog.
It's your favorite eye.
And I'm your co-host, Burn 'em Up, Mish.
Burn 'em up, me.
Burn 'em up, man.
And I'm your co-host, Script Flare. Woo! Woo! AKA Drip from above. All the steam to your hood.
All the things to your hood. We appreciate everybody who came out to support tonight, man. Definitely come view your brothers. Come out to step out to the visit on the Brew Spot.
Come on in. Come on in.
Big Brew support. Hashtag Big Brew support. 2 muscles up if you lifting your brother and your sister up.
Lift them.
Hey man, big boy shout out. Big Brew shout out. Big Brew shout out to Big Bro Luz.
Lewski.
Big boy, Big Bro ear doctor.
The doctor. Is there a doctor in the house?
Head playback sounds. If you're looking for a quality sound, go at playbacksounds.com. Not only is the sound quality, it's also in your budget.
It might be holla at lose. It might be.
It might be how they lose. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go back to playbacksounds.com. Definitely holler at the big bros, and they'll definitely take care of you.
Facts.
You got more services than you definitely know. www.mindcultureforever.com.
Yeah.
Whatever you're looking for, you can definitely catch the podcast there first. Make sure you go check the home first. You know what I'm saying? It's all there for your all there for the listeners before you go to the platforms.
Go check
You know
it
what I'm saying?
out.
Go check home first. You feel what I'm saying? Say draw from your own well. You feel?
Drop from your own way.
There's no place like home.
Okay. What we're gonna be getting into today.
What's that?
It has caused a lot of people to to either feel some type of way.
Okay.
Cause they feel they grown. They can do what they want to do. I eat what I want to eat. I dress the way I want to dress. I do what I want to do.
Okay.
So this is one of those very sensitive subjects
Be careful.
that y'all know we definitely get into. And I know it sounds simple sometimes when we say the title, but then you start to understand how people take it. And that topic today is gonna be righteous diet.
Ooh.
Okay, so so what makes it a righteous diet or not? You know what I'm saying? Who died and made you righteous? Yahusha did. Bullet. Okay, so we're gonna be going over 3 important topics. One gonna be the first one gonna be what is a righteous diet.
What is it?
Second gonna be the perspective on a righteous diet, and thirdly, and lastly, gonna be a manna moment. All right, manna moment. I mean, like, what we got, like 12 minutes? 12
Yeah,
minutes.
about 12 minutes.
Scripts, you know what I'm saying?
12 minutes to kick
12 minutes
scripts.
man. You kick scripts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we definitely know a lot. We definitely know a lot of people feel some type of way about the diet, being that just getting in the truth and a lot of things is becoming new to them. So they not only thinking that with the that a diet really don't matter when it comes to the way they intake the word. When there's a lot of poisonous food that slows down our thinking, slows down the way that we retain things. You know what I'm saying? Causes a lot of harmful things to our body.
See, you ain't even know that.
See, it causes a lot of harmful things to our body, brings a lot of harmful things to us. So definitely, we're gonna be getting into a righteous diet because this diet right here,
What it do?
it teaches you how to live forever. So this diet is forever. Oh, this is a forever diet. Long as this thing around, this is what we're gonna be doing. Them lambs and teens.
Can they go with that forever?
You gonna be doing those lambs and teens. All right. So we definitely gonna get into that in just a second, but we're gonna take a small musical break. We're gonna pass it to our big bro, Il Doctor on the ones and twos.
Doctor in the house.
You are now at the Brew Spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby. Ha ha.
Yeah. Greater light shining down on me. Yeah, we call it that glow. King guys looking down on me. You know it's about to be a show. Everybody want the crown to win, but can they handle that load? The world made me no guarantees, but your hood city paid me. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Your hood word is a promise. Made for those living honest. Raise it up, oh he done it. Now they speaking brew bunnies. Brew machine, I'm bionic. Superpower, no comment. Heat brews and not jerk. Brew flavor, we herby. Flipping scripts, no I'm living script. Whole thing, I ain't picking scripts. Simple men argue with the scripts. You probably think the fruit of Mrs. Smith. About the law, brother, kept my drip. Your hood smoke, you can take a whiff. We lifted off, walk the higher road. Turning off is a higher toe. I give it up, they say I'm showing off. They beef and make they think of stroking off. See, they only wanna see me cold. They set apart, cool, a different fronts. Worry never when you sure of things. I'm just walking on the balance beam. Never tiptoe and stomp it down. You can hear it in another town. Your hood right-handed guided me. I just want the Father proud of me. I work for life, not an hourly. The Ruach always overpower me.
Now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host, it's your favorite beloved Daoud.
And I'm your co-host, Mish Pot, burn 'em up, Mish.
And on your co-host, Script Flood. Woo! Woo! And we back up in this thing, man. Back up in this thing.
You back.
You back. You back.
You back.
Shout out to Lou, shout out to Playback, shout out to Ear Doctor, MyCultureForever.com. Go get all of that. You know what I'm talking about? And that last song was that Paved and Go by my favorite op. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite op too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the steam to your hood, man. And we back up in this thing with that righteous diet.
Sheesh.
And y'all know my section, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too big, it ain't too small, you feel me? I'm gonna start off with the definition of righteous, which is of a person or conduct morally right or justifiable, virtuous, feelings of righteousness, indignation about pain and conditions. Okay? That's righteous. And diet, the definition for diet is the kinds of food that a person, animal, or community habitually eats. A special course of food of which one restricts oneself either to lose weight or medical reasons. Or in our case, is to sustain a clean vessel that the Most High can dwell around and work with. Facts.
That's a good
Now,
spiritual diet.
a good spiritual diet. Now, food can be physical food or spiritual food. You have to be careful what you intake. Like in Leviticus 11, it teaches you to stay away from unclean foods. But that can also mean unclean people, bottom feeders to be exact. So, you know, it could be either or, a spiritual food or a physical food that's good or bad for you. What you feel about that, Aki?
Well, is one restricts, like you say,
Right.
One restricts. So if we was able, see, even when you look at the word diet, it's still saying there are boundaries.
Oh, facts.
Or restrictions.
Facts.
Even in their definition.
That's a fact.
It's still restrictions.
Facts.
So that means that a person who eats according to their own self, okay, you see, with no restrictions.
Right.
So that means you don't have a diet.
Right.
You just a garbage disposal.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? So and that's not even.
No.
Yeah, that's just
That's
facts.
no this. That's no this.
That's just facts.
That's no this.
Message.
Yeah. So it says also you said oneself either to lose weight or for medical reasons. So spiritually, if we get on a diet to where we eat this, and that means that we'll stop worrying about other things.
Facts.
So you'll start to lose weight.
Ooh.
Those heavy matters that used to be on you,
Right.
you get to drop a few pounds.
Ooh, you either spiritually lose weight.
You
Okay.
spiritually lose weight,
Okay.
And it says for medical reasons.
Ooh, that sounds like health.
Right on. So you see that now, old sugary diet. You know what I'm saying? Versus the old balanced diet.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're made to balance. Everybody made to balance each other.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you get too mighty, right, and your brother down, and you may move a little quicker than him, if you now that'll automatically put you on idle time.
Oh, facts.
Now, see, if you wake up and you get it, now your job is to help your brother,
Right.
or your sister.
Fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So therefore, when the Most High gave us these commands, these law, statutes, and commandments, He wasn't giving it to us for us to just accept, like, you know what I'm saying, like you going into a doctor and they like, okay, I know I said don't eat this, it's poisonous, but here go a couple pills to help you to help you keep it down.
Just take this.
Yeah, to make it guilt free.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? To make it guilt free. So that's only gonna last, you know what I'm saying?
Certain amount of time.
Until the spell is broken off you,
Facts.
and that counselor sitting right in you.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, sheesh.
It says food or drink with reduced fat or sugar content. Okay?
Right.
So when we look at you know what I'm saying, which we're gonna get into it a little bit more in Potts or Mish, Mish segment. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a little bit more into that. But sugar is like more like compliments more than correction. So if somebody messed up and you gave them a light version of it, you didn't give them the actual seriousness or you know what I'm saying, the extremity.
You know what?
of the
That's
action.
all right.
Yeah, it's okay, man.
It's all right. You know, he still got you though.
But it's okay to fall down.
Right. Right.
It's okay to keep messing up.
Right.
Fact.
So that's like you telling somebody, hey, you can't say I'm 100 and I keep messing up.
Right.
That don't make you 100 because we looked at it at a percentile rate.
Facts.
At a percentile, we being whole. You keep messing up, that ain't 100.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? Oh, I messed up this one time, but I don't miss the 100.
Even we don't accept that in the world.
We don't even accept that. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, it's the if we're saying we're royalty, and that we're dealing as a kingdom-based people,
Right.
we wouldn't eat things that the common folk would eat. Even in this
Facts.
time, look at the royal class at this time. Even they understand that.
You can't eat what the peasants eat now.
Nah, we don't eat a KFC.
Facts.
Question from our live stream for Script Flair. So you're saying we are what we eat?
Oh, that's what we definitely saying. You are what you eat. If you eat from the bottom, what you think it's gonna do? You feel me? You eating out the trash, you gonna soon turn into some trash. That's a fact.
Hey,
You are what you eat.
we not saying that. The script is saying that.
Now, the scripture's saying that.
Yeah, the script is.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's not what goes in the man that defile the man, but what comes out
Out
his mouth. So you wouldn't know a man was trashy until he actually allowed some trash to come out.
Facts.
Now you know who he is. That's how you'll know if a man is defiled or not.
That's
he
a
got to
fact.
open his mouth first. You feel what I'm saying? But if he never say anything, then you wouldn't know what's in there.
Right.
See, the thing that's inside of our mentals, the spiritual diet that we do intake, it do come out of our mouth.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It do come out.
And your diet can play a part in that.
It do.
Yeah,
It plays
that's
it
facts.
plays a large amount in what, you know what I'm saying, what comes out, the effect you give other people.
Right.
What really goes on, you know what I'm saying? Because a man is resembled as a tree. So that means if you foul, then that means you got foul fruit. So everybody that eats from that tree end up being foul people. You feel what I'm
Facts,
saying? Because that is the thing that's coming from it.
Facts.
So you have to really watch that diet too.
Facts.
What you tend to want to indulge in. See, because you can't say I want to eat this. Like if you was a vegan, and you be like, well, I got a cheat day.
Ah.
See, you not vegan then.
You a vegan.
Because of the cheat day. You know what I'm saying? The cheat day count. It count.
Facts.
You do intake meat, buddy. You know what I'm saying? It just, you call it a cheat day. You can't just scoot it out because it's a cheat day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's just like with this. If we're saying that we strictly on the scripts, we can't have a cheat day. where you go do something on the side.
Ooh, bullet.
Cause see, eventually you gonna turn right back into the same thing.
Facts.
Cause you have to think about it. You're actually doing that on a consistent rate.
That
too.
cheat day.
See, and that's what it's talking
facts.
about. That little leaven. If you're trying to do something, you shouldn't do a little of nothing. If you're trying to, you should do all of this and none of that.
Facts.
You shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying? So when you get the righteous diet, you shouldn't do, let me eat a little of this and a little of that too.
Facts.
So that when you see people going from book to book, you know what I'm saying? You know, different philosophies
Facts.
to try to find truth in the scripts. When it literally says,
It's right there.
right, no man has to go to space and get the knowledge for you.
Facts.
No man has to go deep down in Atlantis, in the sea, and visit a mermaid holding a scroll and hand it to you. You ain't got to go down there and visit no galactic creature or nothing. It's in your heart.
Facts.
It's how you choose to believe it. If you feel that if you actually feel and believe that this diet is best for you.
Facts.
He said, my sheep will hear my voice. If
Right.
you of Abraham, you would do as Abraham did. You will live. So all of them didn't even indulge in this. You
Facts.
never heard one moment somebody said they ate a BLT
Right. Or a catfish sandwich.
or some shrimp crab lobster. They didn't have a shrimp crab brawl, boil, none of that.
They ain't put it on the table. They just,
Boy, nothing, just dumping in
just
there.
jumping on you know
that, bro.
Boy,
on the newspaper.
the corn with the sausage
Yeah.
juice, the pork juice, the crab juice, the crawfish juice. What else?
When you was spending.
But then they'll say, but see,
Facts.
you got to think about it. The Most High made them like the crab, and like I was
Right.
telling what we were talking about last week.
Ain't they like vacuum cleaners on?
But he put them in the roughest place to be. Like if you really want to eat a crab,
You gonna die trying to get one.
that. See, that's what I'm saying. It's so dangerous. They got to anchor down.
What was that show? The deadliest catch.
The abominable catch.
The abominable.
Question from our
Literally
live
the
feed.
deadliest.
So what fish should I eat?
It has fins and scales. Fins and scales. Catfish doesn't have fins and scales.
Yeah, it's like a snake.
Yeah. Whale doesn't have fins and scales. You know what I'm saying?
Would lobster and shrimp be considered having scales?
Nah. They got legs and
Yeah.
things like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's really, that boy really like an insect, but he just in the ocean.
See, you see a shrimp is inside a shell. He's inside a shell. That's why you got to crack him to eat him. Just like that crab.
Ooh, the Most High made it where you gotta just
See, you got to go to the
bust that boy.
hardest place to get him, and then you got to bust him open with something to get the meat. You got to just crack his shell wide open. So the whole time you got to. It's been a hard time getting to this meat.
Sheesh.
So the Most High can't look, man. He's.
I was still to you.
You
are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals. It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah. Yahuwah in my tower, in the trench he found it. Told keep me grounded, wasn't out of town. This that daily counter, not that over counter. If they hate the power, need to get from round us. Yahuwah in my tower, in the trench he found it. Told keep me grounded, wasn't out of town. This that daily counter, not that over counter. If they hate the power, need to get from round us. Only room in the kitchen, working culinary. Recipes by the chapter, plus it's commentary. Plenty, your ingredients ain't necessary. That Sabbath top of Sunday like a red cherry. These suckers call fruit, that's a bird berry. Do righteous, I salute, this the military. For the truth, we train to go, we that 144. We trusting in one play, what is an audible, yeah. Trusting Yahuwah with every particle, yo. I serve a power people ought to know, yo. 104, now that's a kingdom now, yeah. Ruach be loving, I ain't that a pal, yeah. That 613, it made me something else. You who would thunder until I'm out of breath. Rider for hobby, who would do it free of charge. With all these scripts already living large. You who were in my tower in the trench, you found it. Told keep me grounded, wasn't out of town. This that daily counter, not that over counter. If they hate the power, need to get from round.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved dog.
It's your
your
favorite
favorite
And on your co-host, Script Fleur. Woo! All the steam to you.
Woo! All the stick to your
All
hood.
staying to your hood. And I'm your co-host, Burn 'em Up Mish
Burn
Pipe.
'em
Burn 'em up, Mish.
And you back at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
You back.
You bet.
And y'all already know where we brewing at. We want to give a shout out to Luz and Air Doctor at Playback Sounds.
The
You can
Mando.
go check out all their services at playbacksounds.com.
Yeah.
And I want to give another shout out to Air Doctor.
It's the
And the song that just went off right there was that Daily Manna off that Mighty Linguistics.
Ooh.
You can go get that at mindcultureforever.com and more righteous content.
That daily manner.
Facts. And in this segment right here, we go over the perspective, the proper perspective. So
That's right.
Okay.
right now, first I want to go into the world perspective versus Yahuwah perspective of a righteous diet.
Okay.
Okay, first, because like in the world, there's available to everyone like a healthy food chart. They put it in a pyramid scheme and everything.
Right.
Facts.
And then they tell you what's healthy and what's unhealthy, what to partake in and what to avoid.
Facts.
And everybody's comfortable with that and say that's a good diet right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
But from Yahuwah's perspective, when he gives his chart on what's healthy and unhealthy,
That's right.
It's like, and what tells you what to partake in and what to avoid, everybody denies that and say they can't do it.
They add up, don't they?
They add up. And it's only dealing with meat you can't eat.
Don't they be having
So they be
the
going
food
crazy,
charts
huh?
all at the house, at school, and everything? Don't they?
Fast.
Boy.
Boy, be fast.
This is the food. This is the food chain. The bread,
Right.
the milk and cheese,
milk and
the
cheese.
fruits and veggies
Yeah.
and nuts, the berries,
They
It'd be the
berries.
cakes and stuff.
and then they put the meat. They got it, but they put
Look at the meat at the bottom, man.
the oink oink,
Oh, they got the orange.
the oink oink, the hissle, the meow.
The meow.
They got everything up there now.
Fast.
That little big box at the bottom,
Man, son.
that thing full now. That thing look like Noah Ark.
It's all type of fur on that.
Fast.
They look like Noah Ark.
Fast.
The meow.
That's just Yahuwah perspective versus the world perspective on that.
Facts.
Facts.
First question from our live stream. Can I drink milk?
What?
Can you drink milk?
This is now see.
Can you?
It was,
Yeah.
but hold up. Now that's a great question.
Okay,
Now great
facts.
question. Don't even we can't even go there. That's a great question.
Right.
Now the reason with drinking milk, it doesn't the things that Yahuwah say, like when he said all the herbs were good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was very specific about the things that he said indulge in. You know what I'm saying? Even in our time, you would see that people indulged in goat milk. Per
Facts.
se, like it says, don't boil something. You know, the baby goat in his mother's milk.
Right.
That was witchcraft. You feel what I'm saying? But people were partaking in goat milk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they were having their Wheaties or whatever, but
Facts.
you know what I'm saying. Milk was being partaken in with the milk. Now, I feel why people are so. Their only argument is, oh, we're in the land of our enemy. We're in the land of our enemy. So we can't eat none of this food, right? None of it. You know what I'm saying? None of it. If you're going to void out everything and say that this part is wrong, then you got to say this part is wrong too.
Facts.
Because you see people making rubber lettuce.
Facts.
You got plastic rice. You know what I'm saying? All these things.
Facts.
And people going in, they be like, oh, Whole Foods. But see, Whole Foods was on the news
Facts.
for selling horse meat,
That's facts.
for beef. Oh, but you can check it out.
Go check
so you
it
know
out.
what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that these people just build a brand up, and then they start to when they build their brand and build up people trust,
And send anything through
they
there.
just slide anything on the low, charge whatever for the cheap victuals.
Ooh, facts,
you know what I'm saying?
facts,
Charge whatever for the cheap victuals because they can go on that side and actually get the money.
Facts.
Feel what I'm saying?
And folks be like, oh, I shop at Whole Foods.
Boy, no, that
Got
boy,
whole horse.
he spend. See what he doing? He spend 20 on a pack of chicken, and you do too now
Facts.
at Food Depot.
Facts.
Okay, see that's the whole thing. See, so with the actual righteous diet, right? With the actual righteous diet, just to get back, you know what I'm saying, to it. Okay, I'm gonna open up with something, you know, a little manna chip, and it's gonna be this right here, Leviticus 3 verse 17. Like I said in Burn 'em Up midsection, I was gonna actually come and elaborate on the fat and all that and that thing right there. So I'm gonna do something on that, okay? So Leviticus chapter 3 verse 17 reads, "It shall be a perpetual statute, right? For your generations throughout all your dwellings, that ye eat neither fat nor blood." Now hold on, nobody knew that don't eat fat. None of that stuff was even in the law. Whoa.
Ooh.
Now, when the doctor said it was cool not to ingest fat, you say, yeah, man, I need to cut down on all that saturated fat. But when Yahuwah Ben said it, you know what I'm saying? This can't get the same credit. He said, don't ingest that, nor blood, right? Because life is in the blood. I mean, whatever this thing has been ingesting, you are ingesting too. I mean, if it ate a rat, you ate that rat too.
Facts.
Okay, so that's just what it is. So with fat, in the when you look at it from Yahuwah's perspective, that's the choices, the best part. Okay, so when it's telling us in the law not to deal with the fat or eat fat out here, you see that that's a physical diet that can keep you healthy. But in the spiritual sense, it's telling you you can't eat of the choicest things of this land right now. Okay, because it's not lawful to eat from here. This is not your land to eat from. It is not time for you to become rich and dish and dish and dish, because it doesn't belong to you. They can take it from you. You notice when brothers begin to be famed and all this stuff right here, they make them do degrading things against their moral sense.
Put on
You know what I'm
dresses
saying?
and all types
all
of
that.
stuff.
But see, that's the point. When he got control, he can make you do that. See, Yahuwah would never do you like that. Put you in a position to humiliate you again.
Facts.
You hear what I'm saying? You already humiliated by the actions you've been doing, and you already embarrassed enough when you walk in the house.
Right.
Because he done told you all the embarrassing things you done. Now with blood, you know what I'm saying, with fat, not eating the choices of the world, that is like if you begin to ingest a lot of fat and sugary foods, you'll begin to gain weight. You'll get lazy, you're inactive, it'll turn you down. You start to get out of shape. You can't do, you ain't effective as you used to be when you was healthy and in shape. So that's what it's telling you to stay away from there. With sugary, and then with that sugary content, that's talking about like, stay away from people who always gonna congratulate you or always be there to yes you, versus people who gonna say, hey bro, nah, that don't look right.
Yeah,
you
the yes man, that's what they
stay
call it.
away from that sugary content, cause see, that's gonna get you fat and blowed up in your mind too.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? That's gonna get you thinking you really that because these people done wooed you or gave you this sweet talk. The fat, you done ate from everything here. You think it's the finest. So now you can't see that Yahuwah has something greater, because you think that what this man's serving is the best.
Yeah, you it now.
Because you done partook in it and you done got fat with this. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, with the blood, a blood is dealing with, if you eat that, you're a different manner of man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See, you're not a man who is vicious or take life. You know what I'm saying? You're not a vulture.
Facts.
You're not a wolf. You know, you're not a ravishing lion.
Right.
You're not anything like that. The quality that it's saying that you have with that is you're a protector. You know what I'm saying? You look out. You own a region.
Okay.
That's why he's called king of the jungle.
Right.
He's talking about that sense of the lion, not what he got to go get and where he work, what he go do out there for his job. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you ain't no lion because you don't do a lion job.
Facts.
Now, if you do a lion job, that makes you a beast. You eat blood. And that's not of a man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? See, that's not of a man. That's two
can't
different
do that
amount
rare
of men.
now.
That's right.
So two different amount of men. So the diet you looking at is showing you two different amount of men. When you look at a stray dog, do a stray dog have a choice?
Oh,
Do he say? Do he?
He get it how he get it.
that boy gonna hit whatever.
Do that boy say, nah, man? I want a little steak.
Nah, That boy say I'm gonna hit whatever right here.
Facts.
Absolutely. So,
I'll stay to you.
so you know that's not a righteous diet.
Facts,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's not a righteous diet. Righteous, or the root word to right, is definitely when you're dealing with right or wrong. You're dealing with a morally right. Okay, so we're dealing with morally right, dealing with bad and good, right or wrong. If you're not dealing with good and bad, right and wrong, then you're not dealing righteously. You know what I'm saying? You're not dealing with righteously, because with Yahuwah, he's all about right and wrong. He's
Facts.
all about good and bad.
Facts.
He's all about clean and unclean. It ain't no middle way. See,
Right.
that's lukewarm.
It's either yes or no.
Absolutely. So, you know what I'm saying? A vulture, a beast, like we said, it takes life.
Okay.
But a man, he tries to care for it.
Right.
Because Yahuwah made us, he gave us dominion over all things. We shouldn't be out there with a bow and arrow trying to hit a deer.
Facts.
You know, I mean, you know, true facts.
True, that's
You know what
facts.
I'm saying? Because, like, as I'm trying to tell you, like, the difference between a wild animal and a man is, a man got enough sense to go outside, pick from his garden, and eat from his tree.
Right.
An animal is only left with that deer.
Facts.
And if he don't eat that and drink the blood from there, he might die.
Ooh, that's facts.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So we shouldn't live like that.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
We shouldn't resemble animals. We shouldn't resemble that. So when
Right.
when man has no rule, no order, no discipline,
Boy's a beast.
he's a beast,
beast mode.
and that's the mode he
Ooh,
in.
beast mode. That's why they saying beast,
Beast
mode.
mode.
Savage.
He is
Yeah.
in beast mode.
Yeah.
Boy's going savage.
Yeah.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
It's your favorite Hey, Babylon, we do you dirty. That thing do you dirty, that thing. No watchman blooming early. He blooming early. Distractions, they'll hurt a man, 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 it'll hurt him. Yeah. It's always brew 30. It's always brew 30. A housekeeper never dirty. You know a house and never dirty. Iniquity always hurt a man, 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 it'll hurt him. Ooh, yeah. The young scholars by year 2, they quote milk, call it truth move. Crazy world gone cool. We eat melon, not the food. Yahuwah made, that's a brew clue. Who I served by the buku, that's a whole lot of brew schools. The cartoon brother go troops. I ain't dissing, that's a fact. I guard the door like a padlock. Jump square, this is hot scotch. It's the fire like a matchbox. Old folks will get blotted. This soul not two-sided. One way, we one body. Yo, preacher is a nobody. Fairy tales for the young lad. To a point, not a scumbag. Walk around with no faith on you. No pity for a snake tongue. Yahuwah word, this a great armor. To have a job is a great honor. Act me, never my mama. Coyotes know I'm a road runner. Stripping hard for like head summers. 140 for a great number. 613 and stay humble. Making 6 doesn't make lumber. Yahuwah turned me to a made man. Changed my old lady maiden. Met my brothers in the basement. Then Yahuwah elevated.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your co-host, Burn More Mish Pat.
Burn no more me.
Burn them all, miss.
And I'm your co-host, Script Flare. Woo!
Woo!
All the esteem to Yahuwah.
All esteem to Yahuwah. And I'm your host. It's your favorite beloved Daoud.
It's your favorite eye.
Man, we give another big boo shout out to Big Bro Luz.
Put.
Big Bro ear doctor here at
Shout out.
Playback Sounds.
Play back.
The song that you just heard is always that time. It brew 30 right now.
Ooh, that brew 30. Ooh, it's always brew 30.
It brew 30 right now. As Brutal.
That's brutal.
As Brutal. If you need to find some more good righteous content,
Yeah.
we don't say positive no more. We say righteous vibes only.
Righteous vibes.
So
only.
we put some righteous vibes only because you can a man can feel positive about anything, can't he?
That's a fact.
I'm gonna go out and do whatever and feel positive about it.
That's fast.
Yeah, they living their best life right now. So when we say live a righteous vibrations, there's only one way to be righteous, all right?
One.
All right, so we say righteous vibrations only, righteous vibes only.
Facts.
Okay, man, and you can find those righteous vibes only at www.mindcultureforever.com.
Facts.
Shout out to my brother Slash this, Slash that, Young Digital.
Shout out.
That's right, man. And we talking about a righteous diet.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is the manna moment. So I'm finna drop a few that maybe people didn't get the perspective of in the script. So
Get you something to drink for them chills.
so now we've been dealing with a certain type of diet,
Facts.
Right.
Right.
and
A righteous diet.
right, a righteous diet, meaning that this is a diet that's morally right. So that
facts.
means that you understand that if it was mud or dirt, you wouldn't take it and use it like flour
Facts.
to make a cake.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because nobody eat dirt cakes. Well,
Facts.
maybe they do in some places, but today, in this
Yeah.
time, I mean, I know you
Yeah,
ain't
we
seen
ain't no mud pies.
I know you ain't see mama go outside like, hey, I ran out of flour. Go out there and get me 2 cups of dirt.
Oh man.
Okay, facts.
Sheesh.
So we even know that's what it's dealing with.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Morally, right. You know you
Right,
shouldn't eat
facts.
that. Like look at that pig, look at him. Look at him carefully.
Just take a good look.
Take a real good look. Before he end up in Smithfield, in a Smithfield package.
Oh, no, Roger
Yeah,
Wood.
take a look at him. Take a look at that crab. Take a look at that shrimp, like whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? We always prejudge everything.
Facts.
They look at people are even particular about the mates they choose.
That's
He
facts.
gotta look like this, did like this right here.
Boy.
But you
Ooh.
won't take a look and examine the food you about to put inside you.
Hey, that boy, I be out here, boy, like that.
But we prejudge everything else. We got a preference for everything else.
That's a fact, dog.
But everything else we don't examine. We don't check out the qualities of it. We don't look at where it's been, what it do, its lifestyle. See if there's something we checking.
That's why we pick up that bad stuff. Like
That's
that.
what a beast do. A beast don't
Facts.
care what it eat. Okay? But a man does. Because he have the mind to make the right decision. Okay?
Right.
Facts.
So that's I'm gonna open up with Exodus 12 verse 19. We're gonna go into another thing dealing with food. This is why I was dealing with the diet. If you understand the dietary law or the why he's giving us these instructions, when he starts to use these as parables, you would
Facts.
understand what he's saying and why he using it in that manner.
Facts.
Feel what I'm saying? Because this is the a righteous diet. So
Facts.
he would use something that we would identify with
Facts.
to give us the parable.
Facts.
So it's a physical thing he using to give us a spiritual picture.
Spiritual outlook.
So he
Facts.
trying to get us back, homesick, want us to get home. You feel what I'm saying? Start thinking about home again. All right. So Exodus 12 verse 19 says, 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Okay? So when we look at it's 3 words that we're going to look at. Okay? And we're going to look at leaven, houses, and eateth.
Okay.
Okay? So when we look at them, we have to see with leaven, what does leaven mean? See, when you go look at leaven, it's a rising substance.
Boy, puffed up.
So puffed up. So when a person starts to add themselves to the scripture, they start to puff themselves up. Oh, I'm knowledgeable. I got this, I got that. I know the scripts.
Facts.
So they're puffed up like they know, and then they know what they're doing. Right?
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
So we look at houses. That's talking about the bodies.
Okay, facts.
So we already seeing that these what he's using right now, Mashak has already given us a understanding of what we're definitely dealing with here, with the leaven, with the houses, and with the eater, meaning ingesting.
Right.
How are we ingesting? How are we intaking all of these
Right.
things? See, you eat things spiritually with your senses.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You eat things spiritually with senses. Just like if a man didn't have his hearing, but he had his sight, he still can ingest something with signals, signs, different things like that. That's spiritual.
That's
Right.
You know understand what I'm saying? So everybody,
Spiritual food.
That's right. Everybody can get this.
Facts.
So eat it doesn't mean that you have to ingest just mouth. You get in jail with your eyes. That's why it says that a man who witnesses, or any man who witnesses or hear, or anything like that, he's just as guilty as the brother who did it, which means you was around. You know what I'm saying? Which means that you was around. So anybody that eat of this leaven and they become puffed up, now you get cut off.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? See, puffing the scriptures up or puffing yourself up, that's pride.
Right.
Because when a man puff himself up, he puff himself up to be a teacher or anything like this, with not even going through anything, no experience or anything.
Call himself a scholar, don't he?
So stomach and mind again, it's synonymous. Okay? Man shall not live off bread alone. So if man shall not live off bread alone, this is letting you know the stomach gonna be filled, but also the spirit has to be filled too. So it says, but every word that proceeded from Yahuwah's mouth. That's a spiritual edification. That means a man is being fed spiritually.
That's righteous food.
That's right. So with these words, he's intaking them with his ears. That's for a blind man, right? A blind man. At first you was blind, you couldn't see nothing.
Right.
So he was exercising your senses, as you see.
Facts.
First he came, faith comes by hearing. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you heard it first.
Right.
Okay.
And then you envisioned it.
Yo.
So heaven wasn't able to be seen until the concept hit your ears first. You feel what I'm saying? Because from this hell, we wasn't able to see a pleasant place.
Right.
You didn't know where you were going. There was no hope. But in Israel, it tells you there's hope.
Right.
You get what you lost back. You get a man is restored back to his original state.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? So if this telling you this right here, this is able to make you whole. So imagine if I'm eating a diet of motivation all day and not the world diet of them putting me down all day.
Ooh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Bullet.
So it no longer so the word don't see, the word is not to puff you up, it's to bring you down to earth.
Right.
Because people think heaven is in the sky. No, you're the angel for this heaven on earth.
You the representation.
That's right. Don't puff yourself up to fly up here with me. Sit down there.
Facts.
Let me give you something.
Manage that.
That's right. So if we can't even manage, that's what he's talking about, man. If you can't even manage yourself, how do you feel you gonna manage me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Or what it has. See, I'm only telling you a diet that will keep you healthy, preserve you. You know what I'm saying? Keep you alive.
Right.
I'm not giving you a diet to control you.
It's to keep you.
It's to keep you alive. See, just respect my words. See, that's why the words are very important that you apply. So you can respect him and not fear him like, he's gonna kill me if I don't. Because literally you're not doing it because you desire to or that you love to or you see the righteousness in it. You're doing it because you don't want to get killed.
Facts.
He want the respect, not because you're gonna get killed. Because eventually, that fear of death is gonna get up out your mind, and you're gonna be back out there in the water. You feel what I'm saying?
That's facts.
I mean,
That's facts.
I got one or two more.
Okay, now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 4.
Okay, 11 are swelling up. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna go to 1 Corinthians 5, verse 6 and 7. Y'all know I'm finna speed through. Okay.
Okay.
Your glorifying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Okay? Toil bring us down to earth. The world causes you to rise up against the Father. Okay? So the word brings you down to earth, and the world causes you to rise up. Puff yourself up.
Right.
Feel like you somebody when you're nobody. Purge out therefore the old leaven when you wanted to be the man, wanted to be in the front. Purge that out, that ye may be a new lump, waiting for the maker to use you and form you into a useful vessel.
Facts.
Okay? As ye are unleavened, for even Mashiach, the anointed one, our Passover lamb is sacrificed for us.
Sheesh.
So we have already it's already been the table has already been set. He just waiting on those who are invited on the table. Remember the showbread?
Facts.
Okay, he trying to set his table with the showbread.
Showbread.
So we should be in that bowl
Facts.
Yeah, yes.
with no leaven because we want him to partake. You understand?
Facts.
Want him to be something he deal with. The fine flour, nothing that he toss away but use for his ingredients.
We the show, bro.
That's right.
Shit.
That's why David ate it.
Bullet.
You feel me?
Facts.
You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Burn them all, miss. Brothers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whew, whew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tired all the fake brews with the fake news. It's your favorite out. For you. Yeah, it codes. Who? I can't take it no more. Time to take the scriptures on tour. They confuse them words of peace with words of war. They got an itch but never bring it to the floor. That's them fake brews. Look at all them fake brews. Yeah, that's them fake brews. Look at all them fake brews. Oh, I ain't come here for the lecture, but I brought a little pressure. For the sick, we go to measure. Keep a witness, paramedics with a stretcher. Pull up on the scene with the director. Proof is in the fruit, they hate the nectar. The wicked never find them in our sector. I'm really not the light, just a reflector. Yahuwah, my provider and protector. The one who taught me how to hold a scepter. Babylon is a harlot, nothing special. Call Thomas' voice, wish I never met her. Forgive me, Father, as I forgive all my debtors. If they cook and call the Torah food inspector, I only see the world from your perspective. I always check the scene like a detective. In the Boca Heaven, man, I had my breakfast. And a loud snack, I'm eating all that, yeah. Hit the bank account, never draw back, yeah. That forever, ever, what we call that, yeah. Depending on Yahuwah, the rewarder. It ain't no cutbacks, earn it, that's daddy got it. Never doubt that, always trust that I'm bout it. Yahuwah bless that, couldn't do a thing without him. I can't take it no more. Time to take the scriptures on tour. They confuse them words of peace with words of war. They got an itch but never bring it to the floor. That's them fake brews. Look at all them fake brews. Yeah, that's them fake brews. Look at all them fake brews.
Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.
And I'm your host, beloved Daoud.
And on your co-host, Script Flare. Woo! All the steam to your hood.
All the steam to your hood. And I'm your co-host, Burn 'em Up, Mish Pipe.
Burn them up, Mish.
And we back with the recap of the show. In that first segment, in Drip From Above segment, we came with the what is a righteous diet.
Right.
And a diet is something that you partake in.
Right,
Right.
restricted
A
diet.
restricted diet.
That's right.
It has restrictions to it.
That's right.
Facts. And then with the perspective of a righteous diet, we went over that was my segment, and then we went into how the world views a righteous diet and how Yahuwah views a righteous diet.
Facts.
And then it was some manna moments in there before we got into the manna moment.
Okay.
We
Right.
got into some old manna. It was about a bag of manna there.
A bag old man.
Yeah, right. And then right now I'm gonna pass it to your favorite out so you can go into the events, up and coming events.
Okay.
December 15th. I'm just gonna go December 15th, Shreveport, Coat Drive. Shout out to Kendrick Ferris. The Stoner Hill community. January 19th, shout out to Greg, them for a brew out in Austin, Texas, a brew out in Austin, Texas. February 22nd through the 24th, we're gonna be in Cincinnati, Ohio. With our rep, ENT, Ty Serve, Tassel Gang. Shout out to them brothers. The March gonna be Vegas.
Vegas.
And then June we have Jacksonville, Florida,
Facts.
for the James 1-and-1 conference.
Facts.
Yeah, and then we working out some details with some Kentucky things.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we should get back at that.
Bluegrass
Look
Day.
out for Kentucky.
Hey, be on the lookout, man. We be
Ooh.
just be on the road, man. We might be in your town. If we close by, definitely we'll come brew with you too. We love to brew.
Pull up and
All
brew.
right. We're gonna end this thing. Y'all know how I always do with a melon chip.
Chip?
Right, because I've been getting on melons all day, okay? We're gonna go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 18 through 21.
Okay.
They be like, lighten up, beloved.
Don't you do it.
Don't law them to death.
Don't you do it.
No, I'm gonna law you to life. That's what
Facts.
Law you to life.
1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18 through 21 reads, Now some are puffed up, as though I would not come to you. But I will come to you shortly, if Yahuwah will, and I will know not the speech of them which are puffed up, but the power. So when you're reading about that power, that's something existing inside of a person.
Facts.
So this don't mean that when he come back, he's going to see a power that exists in a person. Okay? All right? For the kingdom of Yahuwah is not in word, but in power. That means it has to be in you for you to even see it.
Facts.
You will never believe this if it wasn't meant for you. All right? What will ye? What have ye willed when it was done? When you was hungry, did you have to run out there and do something crazy to get it? Yes, sir.
Facts.
Did you have to do something, you know what I'm saying, wild and outside of your moral standard? Yes, sir.
Yes. Facts.
What yield ye? So what have ye willed? Shall I come unto you with the rod or in love and in the spirit of meekness? See, I'll come to you with that rod first because I got to correct you. Then I'm going to show you that I loved you. I ain't kill you. I just corrected you. And I gave you this light tap for something that was deserving of a harsher punishment. All I did was tap you. I showed you my meekness by not destroying you.
Facts.
And you didn't see it because you was too puffed up.
Oh.
That's what we got to get out of it. The puffed upness.
Facts.
Thinking we know the scripts. Or, somebody else wrote that. No, your ancestors did.
Facts.
You just won't take control of your heritage. You deny the power that's trying to come in you and give you the inheritance.
Right.
Because you have to be marked with that sign. And the sign of that mark is your obedience.
Facts.
If you're not obeying, then you don't have that sign. That sign is off you. You understand that?
Facts.
That's right. You are now at the brew spot with the Brewfessionals.
It's the Brewfessionals, baby.